So hey, what's up guys, it's B-Dog. Today, I'm reviewing the movie Blair Witch, which is a sequel to the movie Blair Witch Project. And today I have with me my friend Alex. This movie, as I said before, is a sequel to the movie Blair Witch Project. And it's about how these kids, I'm not quite sure how old they are.
Probably early 20s.
Yeah, early 20s. Go into a woods, because one of them had a sister, which this is how Blair Witch Project works into it. Had a sister who went missing, and they never found her, but they found tapes of her, and kind of how she went missing. They don't exactly know how, but there were some clues and stuff, and so they go into the same woods to figure it out.
Outrageously hyped for this movie. I just was so pumped to see it, and now we saw it. What were your thoughts on the film?
You know, I thought this movie was okay. It wasn't as good as the first one. You know, I thought that it did a lot of right at the beginning. You know, I had a solid first act, most of the second. And
I
then
strongly agree, okay?
Yeah.
I think this movie was really good. Like, for, like, the first, 15 minutes are great. I mean, like, they're showing footage from the first movie, and it's, like, the setup for all the characters, like the first, half hour of this movie is great. Great setup.
You know, my problems with this movie were pretty much solely in the last act. They didn't wrap it up well.
Exactly.
They left it open-ended, and they pretty much did what the first one did, which isn't clever at all.
Well,
and particularly in the last act, they were trying to be scary, and I didn't find it scary at all. You know, I'm not a horror guy, so I kind of get scared easily, but this movie, in the last act, did nothing. It just kind of made me a little bit angry.
I didn't hate the third act as much as you did. Actually, I was thoroughly entertained throughout the entire movie. What I did was, in the third act of this movie, not the third act, it was really just the last 15 minutes. To me, it just completely fell apart. I mean, story-wise, it completely fell apart. Suspense-wise, I was 100% into it. I mean, really throughout the whole movie, if you just look at this solely, okay, I actually think that if you haven't seen the first one, you would probably have a better time with this movie because, story-wise, the story was great throughout the whole movie, and I thought that it would, do something really epic and cool. It just ends. You don't know what, is going on. You don't know. It just didn't make any sense. Let's steer away from that and talk about the rest of the movie. Really, the only problem I have with it is the third act and the characters could have been more interesting, and the main character, I really liked him. I thought he was a really good character. Heather's brother.
I thought all the characters were solid. They each played a role, and they played it well.
The film was pretty decent, and the writing was decent. What would you say about the writing?
I thought it was good.
Main thing about this movie, since it's a horror movie, would you say that it was scary?
Some parts they had some good moments.
Yeah, you see, I thought that this movie was actually pretty. I found some of this movie pretty unnerving. Not all of it, obviously, because I'm the kind of person who doesn't really get scared during movies anymore. But some part of this movie had me unnerved. You know, I was in deep suspense throughout the whole thing. It was directed by Adam Wingard. He is, in my opinion, a really, really good filmmaker. Story-wise, the film was good until the very end. I felt like they had a really good story. They could have did something really cool and epic at the very end to tie everything together, but they just didn't.
They just let it fall apart. And, you know, we can sit here and congratulate them all we want in the first almost 2 acts of the movie, but it doesn't matter if they don't finish strong with a good third act.
Whatever. Take it out of this. And just look at the movie without the not so good ending. Like, what would you say about the movie then?
The same thing.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes,
like,
it does completely, because there's no ending to that part of the movie then. That's the whole point. You have to have an ending.
I was just in huge suspense throughout the whole film, but then at the very end of the film, it just made me so angry.
Overall, my thoughts on the movie were it had a good first act and second act. The characters worked well together. They set it up nicely. It looked like it was going to be a really big, cool ending. And then they get to the ending and they just drop it. And they're like, okay, we're done. So I'm going to give this movie a C-.
A C-. Wow. I can't go that low, okay? Like I said, overall, I pretty much really liked the movie. It had like he said, it had a very, very strong 15 minutes. I thought it was going to be a great movie, like for the 15-minute mark, and I did. So yeah, I can't rate the movie as low as him because of its positives, but because of that ending and because of some of the film's other negatives, specifically with the story, I'm going to give Blair Witch a B-.
So that's it, guys, for this review. Please, I guess, check out the movie. Well, no, if you want to, if you're a fan of Blair Witch Project, check it out. Otherwise, this movie's probably not going to be for you. Check him out. I'll leave the link to his channel in the description below.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
His channel name is Flicks and Movies. Like, comment what you thought of the review, comment what you thought of the movie, and subscribe. So that's it. See you guys later. B-Dog out.
See you guys later.